don't know what the hell they were saying. People on the bikes and motorbikes said, "Go down there, get your like a large bottle and bring her down there." And then we cycle across the Cork, like, and sure, Cork was fantastic, everything was fabulous, the bikes were fabulous, the girls were fabulous, Ross was fabulous, and Colin Hayes did eat wine tuberty, as he said earlier. And then we cycled up to Kelly when it all got a bit deep and a bit thick down the other Kelly. Look at those boys on the bike, they're fantastic. And then we cycled up to Limerick and we cycled through there really quick. We cycled from Limerick, we cycled up to Galway where they were all very nice and all everything, and everyone was fine out here, sell them a souvenir, and then we got on the bus. We cycled up to Sligo, and then we went up to Donegal, and Donegal, we didn't know what they were saying up there either, because then we came across them, we came down, back down on the bus to Moville, and had a few bags of chips on the bus, and then we came down through Moville all the way down to Monaghan, we got to Monaghan, and then we went over to Dundalk. We had a stop in Dundalk, and here we are in Ardee. That pretty much is a cycle against suicide. Cycle against accidents, we're going to go to next year. And just for the cyclists, yesterday we had Paddy Keenan, the Louth captain and all-star, which I learned in the interview. And he was telling us he did some video work. Do you remember before the game he said, "I did some video work"? And I said, "What's that?" He said, "You study the opposition." So last night, I know you're cycling back into Dublin, so I've done some video work. I watched Love Hate. Listen. Hang on to your bikes when you get to Dublin. There's blokes up there, there's boys with 1,000 euros. What's about a half ounce of cocaine? Big and shit. The blokes will be drugs tested, see how much we have. Right. So, no, my name is Rob, and I work with an organisation called Suicide or Survive. And it has been an honour for me to come. And the reason I'm dressed up, this is Sunday, and I go to church every Sunday. And I said to Jim, I might be able to make it tomorrow because Sunday's church day. And I was in bed last night, I actually really felt, do you know what? This is church. This is church. Because the big fella, when he was down here, right, and I believe this, they asked him, what should we do? And he said, love your neighbour the way you love yourself. Love your neighbour. This is about your neighbour. Isn't that true? So that's why I'm here dressed up for church with Cycle Against Suicide. Before I say what I'm going to say, I just want to see what kind of people we have in the room. Is that okay? Quick psychological testing. I know you're used to this. I'm going to give you 3 shapes and 3 colours. I want you to pick which one you think you are, and then I'll tell you what it is. So this is handy to know, especially for the party tonight, okay? It's good for people to know this. So I'm going to give you, are you a red square, a green triangle, or a lovely yellow circle? Okay, red square, green triangle, lovely yellow circle. Hands up the red squares. Quick look if you think you're a red square. Excellent. Green triangles, hands up the green triangles, nice and high, lovely. And the lovely yellow circles. Okay, here you go. I didn't see who you want. Let's know. The red squares. Okay, red squares, they're the leaders. Sharp edges, no bullshit. Do it, get it done. Let's know. 3 guards probably were red squares. He hasn't changed me yet. I'll put 10 quid on that hooer. I'm not Okay, green triangles. Lovely. Green triangles are team people, team builders, group hug. Let's have donuts and buy them. Yellow circles. Yellow circles are obsessed with sex and drink. Look at the red squares. Where are the yellow circles? Okay. So one last thought as you head into Dublin. My cycling jersey is there, just to show you that I did this. Look at that. 1-1-1. Never won anything in my life. 1-1. 1-1. I just want to say 3 ones to you, okay? 1, will you look after yourself? Look after yourself. When we stop tomorrow, and yesterday Jim announced next year's cycle, there's a lot of days between now and then. So you've got to mind yourself between now and then. This is a movement. Movements only happen when it keeps moving. So will you find something to do to keep your energy going in the fight against suicide between now and then? That's the first one. The second one is answer your phone whenever it rings. That's Garda headquarters. Did you lose the tenor? Did you lose the tenor? Second one is find someone else to talk to. Okay, in Suicide to Survive, the 10th of September is World Suicide Prevention Day. So just keep that 10th of September. And on that day, we're running an initiative called Hi, Tea and Talk. So it's like say hi, have tea and talk. Okay, so have a think about doing something about that, okay? And the last one is do something for your own positive mental health. Are they ringing each other? He still hasn't lost the tenor. He still hasn't lost the tenor. So those three ones. One of the other charities I'm involved in is an organisation called Cest for Kids, and we do work in Africa, and we work with child soldiers. And I don't know if anyone's ever come across this child soldier phenomenon. It's where the guy called Joseph Kony, he runs this thing called the Lord's Resistance Army, and he takes children captive when they're 8. He turns them into... The first thing he makes them do is to kill their own parents, and then they become fighters and they go into the jungle. And to get promoted, they have to kill, and the more you kill, the more you get promoted, and then they get sex slaves, and it's just horrific. And the work we do is to work with children who are rescued from there. So if you can imagine from the darkest place you can be, to be rescued and rebuilt and rehabilitated. So it's tough work, it's stark work, but it's amazing work. Because I believe with all my heart there's a thing called redemption, and there's a thing called rebuilding, and we can be what we were made to be because I believe we were made to be great. You got to believe that about yourself. In your heart, I was created to be great. And on one of our visits, the local councillor in a town called Kumi in the north of Uganda, this local councillor said, "Will you come and speak to my group of boys?" So I said, "Yeah, I'd love to do that." Got in a van, and he brought us to a dump on the outside of the city. And the smell is horrible, and the heat is oppressive. And there are rats running around, and there's a sewer running through the place. And it's getting dark, and I'm starting to get frightened. And out of the shadows come young men, teenagers, and little boys, 9, 10, 11, who live on the dump. And they survive by finding plastic bottles and selling 10 of them for 1 cent. So they come towards me, they gather in a circle around me, and then I'm asked to speak. Now I don't know, like you, were you ever in a space where you thought there was nothing you can say here that is good? There is nothing you can say here that will change things. There's nothing that you have. So I did what I always do. I said, "God, you put me here. Give me something to say." And in a dump in northern Uganda, I looked down, and at my feet was this. Now, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that card? It's an ace. It's an ace. In the dump in Uganda. And I looked at the boys and I said, when I was your age in school, we played a game called blackjack. And if you got the ace, you were the winner. If you got the ace. And everyone was always looking for the ace. And I looked down. What was wrong with this ace? It was out of the pack. It was in the wrong space. And it was in the wrong hands. And those boys were out of place. In the wrong place. And in the wrong hands. And I said to them, "You young men are the ace in Uganda's hand." You know, it's the same for mental health. When we get into a dip, and I've been in dips, serious depression, panic attacks, just not feeling like wanted to get out of the bed, didn't want to go to work, had to work twice as hard to do half as much, coming home 4 times as tired. I've been in a place of extreme grief, where I thought I'd never make it through this. But you know what? It's just like the ace. I have the same card value as I have on those days when I'm the winning hand. Isn't that true? I have the same value no matter what way I feel. So if you're having a dip, and if you're feeling not great, I want you to remember, especially as you cycle into Dublin, and students, when you come back here on Monday, I want you to remember, don't come back on Monday, it's bank holiday. You see the guards going, I won the tenner. He doesn't even know what day of the week it is. When you come back on Tuesday, and even when you're at home on Monday, you are an ace. You are valuable, and you're loved. And I said when we started this 3 weeks ago in Ardee, was it? When we did the recording? 4 weeks ago. Just said, Kenny, remember this, tattoo this on your heart, write it on your mind. You are lovely, you are lovable, and you are loved. You're lovely, you're lovable, and you're loved. And you are the ace that is valuable to this world, to your world, and someone special in your life's world. Never, ever forget it. As we say in church, go with God. Be blessed. Have a great day. He loves you. God bless.
Thanks, Rob. So, what I got out of that is that when you go cycling on a Sunday, it's like going to church, so we don't need to go to church anymore. That's what,
Take your collection.
that's what Rob takes the collection. I'm going to show a brief video. Just before I do,